Before I take my ride to New Hope to start my work, I come to Bloomingdale Park here on Staten Island, and I kind of, as I'm walking, I just feel good with the earth, and even though I'm walking on a cement or a path, but I feel good with nature, with the birds, and it's a relaxing, and it puts me in a relaxed state before I get in the car and take that hour ride from here to New Hope. Hi, how are you? That's good tattoos that man has. Sometimes I'll stop and talk to people, or people say good morning. I'll watch the birds and the squirrels running all over the place. And it's a happy place to be. So this starts my journey. You know, there was a little boy walking in the park, and it was the early part of spring, and the daffodils were still just starting to come up. And the little boy said to his grandma, "Oh, I want to pick a flower for my mother." He couldn't have been no more than 4 years old. And there was a mud pile, like that mud over there, like that lake. And the little boy thought that he could go there, and he went to the edge of it. And I said to the little boy, "No, don't go there, because then you're going to fall in. You're going to fall in, and I'm going to have to get you out." But I have to get my mommy a flower. And that flower became so important to this little 4-year-old. But around the bend, there were a whole bunch of daffodils for him to pick. So he left with a flower for his mom. The only part of the park I don't like to walk in is when I have to walk uphill. Then I get out of breath. But even the uphill it's good for the body. Now, how could you not love life? Not coming to this park, you gotta love life. This is the beginning. The trees and the earth is all the beginning of time. And when I speak to someone, I'm speaking about their beginning. Someone asked me about past lives. And if you read today, you'll find there's that little boy, and I can't recall the name of the little boy, and he remembers things that are impossible for. He remembers when he died. I think he in a past life, he remembers, let's say 40 or 50 years ago. Now, how could a 5-year-old, 4-year-old, 6-year-old remember all this? But it's factual. They remember it because they checked it out. One thing the little boy said, and they said they couldn't verify it until later on. He said, "I died when I was 62. And the records show he died when he was 60. So what happened was they located the daughter, and the daughter stated that her dad passed away when he was 62. So there is something with past life. But we're going to get to that later on in the show at another given time. This little bridge reminds you about life. That's how short life is. This bridge has 26 rungs. I'm not saying someone's going to cross over at 26. Nobody here, I'm not speaking about that. But I'm talking about enjoying life. Life is a ladder, and each prong, let's say, is 10 years. And in that 10 years of life, find something special to do and find happiness. And then you go to the next rung, and you put out there what you really want in this life, and you'll achieve it. And the 30th year, 40, 50, 60, and go on and on. I'm in my twilight years, and I'm doing everything I need to do to help people and to help myself and keep myself happy. People ask me if there's a hereafter, and there certainly is. Nobody's come back in a sense and said there is a hereafter. But when the dead communicate, they're communicating. They're telling you factual things that are factual, that no one would know. When I see a butterfly, it's like new beginnings, new life. So, now across the bridge. This is my favorite path. Isn't that beautiful, that path? It's a path that reminds me of a children's book that I started a number of years ago and put down and then restarted it. And this path reminds you of that. It's like a path to someplace. But what am I going to find at the end of the path? It reminds you of a life. What am I going to find at the beginning of my life to the end of my life? As long as you have positive thinking, you receive positive feedback. You can have anything you desire in this world if you truly believe. And we're all here to help each other, and that's my purpose in life, is to help people and enjoy life myself.